Hello everyone, we're back with another rapid game and analysis. So we're going to continue with the 10+0 on chess.com. Going to try to get a game with black. We've had two games with white. Both we play the Italian, play e4. No one has played the Sicilian against us yet. All right, we do have black. For black, I like to go knight f6 first. Mode. For this, we go e6. And let's push 5. Let's see what this bishop wants to do. By pushing h6, they just kind of ask the bishops where they want to go. In this setup, knight b to d7, I like. Being kettoing my white bishop, and then normally the dark squared bishop, I can then, if they develops the knight to c3, we can pin it and end up trading it off, but he's holding off on developing the knight. Yeah, he kind of waited a little bit. So his dark squared bishop is pointing at my knight. It's going to be an even trade. He probably's got a castle king side, but what we can do, he can kettle the light squared bishop and just get ready to push on the queen side in case he ends up pushing that way. So he goes c4. Opening up the queen side a bit. I don't think he's going to end up castling that way. If he takes on d5, I can take back with the knight. I don't really think we have to wait. I don't think we have to not fianchetto our light squared bishop. Let's take with the knight, trade dark squared bishops, and then so he pushes a3. That is a weird one because I think it just blunders the dark squared bishop. I think I don't know if that's a mouse slip or he just thought he was he just didn't realize that was just blunder, but that was just a clean blunder. Probably realizing that was that was just a silly mistake. Rating is this? See what rating is. $2004. Okay. I mean, blunders. Knight. Go back. So we're up a full, we're cleanly up a piece. There's really no, nothing that we lost. So we can just kind of play a bit safe, try to trade off as much as we can, and take it from there. So I'll just defend this pawn with my rook. Not really threatening much. I mean, queen a4, threatening my knight, and a6. Let's pull my queen back. So what can happen a lot when someone blunders is they kind of panic and just make more blunders instead of trying to salvage the game. So let's see what he's thinking. He's probably going to try to... looks like he's moving his bishop back. Probably going to make a battery with his queen on d3, but... let's go knight... Go knight d5 to f6. Try to protect the h7 square. Yeah, I don't really see this going anywhere. You got to be able to trade, force my knight off of that square. I don't see it. We do have a pin or a skewer really on the A6 F1 diagonal. Let's see if there's a way that I could try to exploit that. I need to push A5, or if I can somehow get my queen to protect that square. I think I could push C5, takes 5 there. Let's push C5. We're up a full piece. Let's open up the board a little bit. The battery isn't going in, isn't going to come to fruition with anything. With my knight on F6, I just don't see anything really happening with it. Yeah, so he wants me to kind of he wants me to take his knight, and then he takes back with a pawn, forcing my knight off that square, but not interested really. Go take that pawn. Maybe we exchange rooks. Fine. I can go knight to E4. Protected by the pawn. I can just go bishop E4, and we'll end up trading off the light squared bishop, so really getting that problem out of the way. Go bishop E4. You might go queen. Might go queen A6, threatening that pawn. Let's go. I mean, if I take the knight takes, pawn takes. Let's take the bishop first. If he takes my knight, it's protected by... My knights are protecting each other, so it's not like he's really threatening anything. These are all just even exchanges. He'll take my bishop, and not really threatening anything. So, this game was a bit of a... kind of a sad start because it was just a clean blunder. I think he might have just played too quickly. We'll spend some time exploring the opening because it's our first game with black. So see, what some better moves might have been that we'll see in a future game. But the goal right now, just trade off as much as we can since we're up a full piece, and then we'll have a completely winning endgame. And let's double up here, see if we can get this pawn. So we can block the pawn by putting our knight in the center, and he doesn't have any pawns or really any pieces that can kick our knight away. It's a 2 versus 2 on the queen side. There's a D pawn that he has that we don't have, and then it's a 4v3 on the king side, if all the pieces were off the board. So this knight in the center is really just going to be the best place for it because it can't get kicked away unless he wants to trade off a rook for it, and I don't think he wants to do that. So we'll double up our rooks on the C file just because he's not going to have enough firepower to try to checkmate us on the black side, on the king side, without just simply trading off everything. So our goal is to kind of force the issue and force him to trade off as much as we can. I mean, rook C3, kind of really just forcing the trade. He can move his queen really almost anywhere. It's not going to make a difference, really. So I can take A3. I could take a3. Where is he looking to go? I don't think he has anywhere to go. I'm taking a3. I mean, rook c1. I just go rook c3 and try to trade off the rooks. Let's see where we want to. I can try to trade queens. Just kind of simplify into an endgame. That's the goal, is just trading off as much as we can. We're up a full piece, promoting a pawn, and then checkmate. But he can make it a bit slower with just trying to avoid the captures as much, avoid the exchanges. Oh, okay, so he resigns. All right, not gonna do a rematch. We will go to a game review. So, not a ton to review on this one in terms of moves he made, especially in the opening, just because unfortunately he had just a simple blunder. But what we can do is explore other better moves that he should have made in the opening, look at the middle game, see if there were any mistakes or misses that we had, and then take it from there. So, pretty good game. We had 90%. That's definitely high. No misses, no mistakes, which is the main thing I was looking for. Obviously, the one blunder we know, and it was just impossible to come back for that if we weren't going to blunder ourselves. So let's just do a quick analysis. Let's do this. So d4, knight f6. The book move is e6. Normally what I see people do is with d4, we can see knight f3. We can see e4. We can see e3. Knight c3. Those are all common moves. So bishop g4. I don't know if this Trompowsky attack. Oh, sorry about that. Book move, book move, book move. So h5 is perfectly fine. It thinks it wants c5. I'm sure the engine evaluation is just a bit off because I have stockfish at a low depth right now, but h5, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, so that's perfectly fine. He trades off the dark squared bishop as he has a bunch of pawns in the center on the dark square, so I guess looking to trade off your dark squared bishop because you have those squares controlled by the pawns. Goes back. Knight b to d7 is an accuracy. Why? Because if you go d4, bishop e7, what it says. I mean, it's plus 0.27, so really even. Let's. What happens if he takes? He takes d5. Knight takes d5. I mean, this is as far as I would imagine, it's even. So it's an inaccuracy, but not really sure why. It wants g5 instead. I am normally hesitant to play this move in the opening before I have my queen side developed that I could castle to, or if I don't exactly know what the person might be thinking. So I'd imagine bishop back is the best move, but it says minus 0.17, so it's really just even. And then let's see what the ideas would be. 94. Computer is lagging a little bit. 94. Okay. Then let's say there. Knight c3, just a developing move. What would I want? Knight c3 is a mistake. Knight b to d2. Knight b d2. Okay, I take the bishop. Is that a mistake? I'd imagine h2. Yeah, h takes g3. Okay. Go back closer to what we actually played. Knight b to d7. That's a good move. Bishop e7. Knight b d2. d6 is best. Yep, we can fianchetto the bishop because there's really no threat from c4. There's just nothing that it's going to immediately do, so we do have a tempo or two to continue our plan of fianchettoing the bishop. Knight takes. a3 is where the blunder came. Let's see what he should have done. Bishop bishop g3 is best. Yeah, just getting off that diagonal. The bishop controls a nice diagonal. It just says queenside. Kingside castle is best, and it's just an even game. So you just continue to develop and play chess, really. Roll through, see if we have any mistakes. Yeah, no. So just a simple blunder in the opening. We played the rest of the game fine. There were no mistakes, no blunders, no misses on our end. So really, just the lesson in this is to try to play slow and just pay attention to what you're doing, because really, no matter the level, you can always just blunder a pawn, blunder a piece. And then also just to remember, even when you're up, just continue to play smart chess. You know, if you're up a full piece, make even trades, trade down into a winning endgame, but don't get too overzealous with trying to go crazy with tactics or unsound attacking plans when you can just have a clean, simple game. So, good game. Our first game is black. A bit of an unfortunate way to win, but it's still a win. We will see you next time. Looking for maybe another game with black. Have two with white, two with black to start off this channel. Thank you very much.